Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Pretty early here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. We got the pit rolling. While it's heating up, we're going to go ahead and season up some butts. We got 2 butts that are ours, 2 butts that are another guy's, and another guy brought his butts to throw in the pit today. So we're going to cook 6 pork butts today. We also got 2 St. Louis style ribs that were on sale. We picked those up. But for our butts, I'm going to go ahead and score the fat cap. And pretty easy. What you do is just get you a nice sharp knife. I got a boning knife. And just do you little cross sections. And there's not much trimming on these things. I saw a little piece of flap hanging on one of them, but that's it. I mean, you just normally leave them alone. You don't have to cross hatch the fat cap. This is my first time trying the cross hatch method. I'm just going to curious see how it is. I've seen other guys do it, but the other butts, I'm just going to leave them, let them be. And then we're going to use Killer Hog seasoning, the barbecue rub on one of them, and then salt, pepper, and garlic on the other one. That's ours. But here's the Killer Hogs. And little tip: you just put a glove on over your seasoning bottle. You won't have to worry about getting it dirty with your hands. But we're not using any binder. This stuff is going to adhere. So we're going to get this one seasoned up. You don't ever rub it in like this. You just want to tap it in. So we'll go over it. I like to season up high. That way it gets good coverage. And then just tap it in. Of course, don't forget your sides. That's a big old hunk of meat, so it can take the seasoning too. So it's not going to hurt it. And then while that fire's heating up, it'll probably take around 45 minutes. This seasoning will adhere and set in and let it get nice to the meat and let the meat sweat out too. But we'll bring you guys back in once we get everything seasoned up and ready to go on the pit. Show you what that looks like. So y'all stick around. Hey guys, welcome back. We got everything seasoned up. We use Killer Hogs on this one right here. That color is beautiful. You can see meat's already sweating out. Seasonings adhere pretty good. This one is a local barbecue restaurant called Herds. If you guys haven't heard of them, go check them out. It's Herds Barbecue. That's that seasoning, and these 2, salt and pepper only. And then these 2 are what another guy brought me. He went ahead and seasoned them up last night. But the pit has been rocking steady for about 45 minutes. So we're going to throw smoking it with pecan wood today. So we're going to go throw a stick of pecan on there and get these butts loaded up. And all we got to do is just maintain temperatures and just sit back and relax. We got plenty of time to kill. So we'll keep y'all updated. All right, guys. Well, it's been 3 hours. We got the meat started at 4. It's now 7, a little after 7. It's cold this morning. It's a brisk 28 degrees here. And it took a minute for the temp to come up temperatures, I guess because it is cold. But it's been holding right at 250, really below 250. It's been struggling to stay at 250. I've been throwing about 2 logs on every 45 minutes just to keep it up. But we're going to we haven't opened the pit yet, so we're going to open it now, look at everything, let you guys take a look with us. Ooh. All that meat. We got some apple cider in a bottle. For them dry looking ones, we're going to spritz the outside of it. Probably going to rotate some of these around because this left side of the pit is cooler. That middle's a little hotter. And this side, so we'll probably rotate a couple of these around and make some room for them ribs. And we'll throw some ribs on there, but we'll do a separate video about the ribs. We're just trying something with these ribs. I got 2 different ways I'm going to do it, and then whichever way we like, we'll probably show you both ways in a future video. But today is all about the butts. So y'all stick around, and we'll bring you back in for an update soon. So. It's a pretty morning. All right, guys, welcome back. It's here's a little update. It's 10:30. We put the pork butts on at 4:30 in the morning, so it's been right at 6 hours. I've been spritzing them every hour, checking them. The ribs have been on for about 3 hours now. They got a little pullback on them, But I'm just waiting on them to get a little more color, and I'm probably gonna wrap them. The pork butts, I haven't hit the stall yet. The fat's still real spongy. It's not giving any, so I'm gonna let them continue to ride. But we've been rocking right around 250, a little bit less than 250. It's warmed up now, so it's holding a lot better than it did this morning when it was 28 degrees. But it's just doing pretty good. That's one of my thermometers. Let me know I'm getting out of range. Had the grill open too long. As the old saying is, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. So we'll bring you guys back in when we get everything wrapped, and we'll keep you updated. Hey guys, it's 12:30, and these pork butts have finally hit the stall. So we're gonna go ahead and get everybody wrapped up and put them back on the pit. Here's one, two. Color on them looks really good. You see that bark set in, fat's rendered out. Get this probe out of here. Set them to the side. All right, well, we're going to get this one wrapped up, come back for those other two, and let them continue smoking. And, well, that's our alarm letting us know we looking, we ain't cooking, so cut them off. And we're going to get these wrapped up with some tin foil, put a little more of that spray on there, get them moistened up, and we'll bring you back, guys.
What kind of spray is that?
That's the apple cider vinegar and apple juice spray. So cool. Get that in there, get a little moisture in there, and then we'll bring you guys back in when it all looks ready and done.
That's good.
All right, guys. Now we're just wrapping them up, getting them ready for the rest of the cook. All 6 of them have hit the stall. 4 of them hit around the same time. Other 2 a little bit smaller butts, so they hit a little earlier. So they've been wrapped up, but everybody's wrapped now. We're just waiting until it hits that doneness of being nice and tender. We really can't go by time or temperature. Sometimes we go by look and feel, because right now this bark set looks really pretty. And then now when we're finishing it up, we're going to go by tenderness, because we want it nice and tender. We want it to just fall apart, pull apart. And I was thinking this was going to be an 8-hour cook. I don't know why, but this is going to turn out to probably be a 10 to 12-hour cook, which is completely fine. When you're barbecuing, it ain't nothing but time. So we're glad to be out here on a pretty day. It turned out to be a beautiful day. Just out here enjoying the farm and the sun. Good barbecue here in a minute. So we'll bring you guys back in when all this finally gets done and tender, and we'll shred it up and give it a taste test. Get off the ground. Alright guys, well, it's the end of the day. It's been a long day. This was around a 12-hour cook. We started at 3 in the morning, got our fire good and started. At 4:30 we'll put the meat on. Around 3-hour mark we check the meat, spritzed it every 45 minutes to an hour after the 3-hour mark. And then we wrapped around, I think it was 12:30. And then from then on till right at 3:30 to 4:30, they all started coming off in sections. When you cook this pork butt, you really can't just base it off of time, because the pork butt will tell you, the meat will tell you when it's ready. I mean, look how pretty that thing is. Once you get a good color and a good bark, this is the Killer Hogs rub, by the way. But once you get a good color and a good bark set, that's when we wrap. We want that fat to render down. I mean, you see just how soft that fat is. I mean, your finger pushes right through it. And doing the cross sections, we get these tasty little, it's like meat candy. You just pull that thing off, and you can eat it. It tastes so good. I mean, it's perfect. It's rendered fat. It's got all the flavor of the seasoning. If you wanted to, you could add some of that Killer Hogs barbecue sauce to those little things. They'd be perfect. But now we're going to go for the ultimate test of tenderness. That's pulling out It's bone clean. Look at that. It came out beautiful. The thing's hot too. But we let this meat rest too, by the way. After you wrap it and it gets good, nice and tender, you always want to let it rest. That way all those juices come back in. And you can see just how fall apart this thing is. I mean, I can just barely squeeze and it just pulls apart. It's beautiful. I mean, that smoke ring. We got a smoke ring. We got a good crust. You know what time it is? It's time to go in for a little taste test. See how we did. I'm gonna take the first bite. It's perfect. Conwood did its job. Seasoning did its job. Wrapping it did its job. We've got a little juice at the bottom. You just dip your taste test in and I mean, words can't describe how good this stuff is. When you know how to smoke a piece of meat, you know how simple it is. Just maintaining temperatures. Just that's it. Just maintaining temperatures. Watching how it looks. The meat will tell you when it's ready to wrap. It'll tell you when it's tender, probing it, letting it rest, spritzing it with that apple cider and that apple juice. Just builds those flavors. Now next, we're gonna shred this pork butt up. You don't have to sauce it. We'll probably sauce a little bit of it, make sandwiches out of it, and this is gonna feed us for the next week or so. But all right, now we're gonna give the boss man a little taste test, see what he thinks. Let's see how many wags we get. Can you sit down for everybody? Let's see. Ooh, man, he likes it just as much as Daddy does. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in to this episode. We love smoking meat. We love doing things around the farm. We do a little bit of everything. We enjoy sharing it with you guys. We hope you guys enjoy it. If you got any comments, please leave it down below. Let us know what you think. If you got any suggestions on how you guys cook, I always love tips. That's what I do. The guys we cooked for earlier, I told them, I said, please give me a good, honest review. So give us an honest review. Let us know what you think about the videos, and stick around. We got a lot more content coming in the future. So we look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Till then, we're going to enjoy this pork butt.